Hello and welcome to Spawn TV live from right here in Painesville, to be precise, somewhere there around the SD Cooper Road. The name is Emmanuel Kotu. I just want to say thank you to every one of you for joining us this live this morning right here. And I'm about to go to a very unique area that Liberians are actually transforming plastic waste into finished products that can be used for our community and our vehicles and the generator as well. I just bump into them right here somewhere on the SD Cooper Road. So I'm going to take you through exactly right here on Spawn TV so that you know that Liberians are not just sitting down, they are also doing some innovative things to make sure that we make use of the waste product within our country. So my name is Emmanuel Kotu and this is Spawn TV Live. Keep watching. So we are right here somewhere in the SD Cooper Road. So we are going through to show you exactly what Liberians are doing. Young Liberians have put themselves together. So you can see here, this is somewhere in the, what we call the SD Cooper Road community. So you can see a part of plastic waste here in this particular area. And I see young Liberians that have come together to make this plastic. They are transforming this plastic into fuel and gasoline that you can use in your motorbike, your car, and that of whatever machine may be. And they're also transforming the plastic into things that so we are here. So let me just show you exactly how they have set up. So you see here they've collected some plastic waste and they are transforming these into resourceful product for our community. So I'm just showing you exactly. So I've tried to talk to some of them. Now you see this side again. These are all waste products that they have gone around and collected, and then they are transforming it into usable material. So before we go to them, let me just show you. And this is the setup here that they have made for themselves. I don't know if it's a refinery or processing company that have been set up here. So you can see. So we're going to show you guys, and we're going to be talking to them. So they just set up this mini factory here on the SD Cooper Road in Painesville, and they are transforming these plastic into gasoline and fuel at this point. So I'm just showing you a few of them before we can start talking to them. So you see here, this is something they're going to explain to me what it is, but it's from the plastic waste. And then as you can see, another thing they've shown me here is from the plastic waste. This is what they also transformed from the plastic that you see all around. So we're right here. So they're going to tell me the name of their institution. Like I said, I just bumped into them. I didn't really have an idea as to what was happening here. But I think this is interesting that we can show to the whole world exactly what Liberians are doing to make sure that some of these waste products are reused by our community. So let me go closer. I don't know who I can speak to yet. You're the one? Okay, so good morning and welcome to Spawn TV.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your name, please?
I'm Mr. A. Samuel N. Kowe, and administrator of Evergreen Recycling Institute.
Evergreen Recycling Institute. So I want you to speak a little bit about this Evergreen Recycling Institute.
Okay, Evergreen is an institute that is involved in the collection of waste plastics and rubber materials from in and around Monrovia and its environment, and bringing these plastic waste into a central last point, which is our site here, that we use these waste materials and recycle them into meaningful substance that can be used in our communities, used in our environments, used in our homes, used in our institutions. So we are basically involved in the collection of waste and recycling them into meaningful substances such as gasoline, such as fuel oil, such as kerosene, such as cooking gas, and construction material like the roofing sheet, like wall bricks, wall blocks, and also yard tag. So basically this is our involvement. Yes.
All right, so let me ask you, when did you start this particular thing that you're doing here today?
Well, we started this initiative through the process of research and experimenting, trying and testing to know exactly that we can be able to come across the right product for the Liberian market and the world at large. So this process came into being since 2016. Yeah, since 2016. For the first 3 years, we were involved into testing our products, getting the right ideas for the right purpose. Yeah, so since 2016, we are then involved into testing, producing and testing, carrying it to EPA, carrying it to other places for testing so that we can get the right products for the market.
All right, so I want you to take me through this place. Folks, those of you listening to our Spawn and those of you watching our Spawn TV, we are right here somewhere behind the, around the SD Cooper Road that you can see a mini setup by Liberians. A group of Liberians have come together and they call themselves the Evergreen Institute. And what they are doing here is they are transforming waste product, talking about plastic, and making it transforming them into gasoline. So let me just show you exactly what they are doing here. And this is, so could someone explain to me what this is?
Okay, firstly, it is this is a priority set.
Okay, so what's your name?
I'm Peter Into, the financial person for Evergreen Institute.
Financial?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what you're doing here.
We basically involved into recycling plastic into and construction materials.
Okay, so tell me the setup here. How did you do this, and what is it all made of? I see something like this is like a mini refinery I see here.
Yeah, this is what we call the paralysis. The local fuel paralysis.
Let me just go with this way so that we can see exactly. Go ahead.
So locally built paralysis set. Then we build this from this thing around the gate. We put this in the Reactor. This is where we put the plastic.
So now I'm coming closer to you. Okay, so you said the Reactor. Let me show you. So tell me about that.
Yeah, this is the Reactor. This is the first stage of the production. This two. So we do the shredding of the plastic, we put them in here, and we heat them to set the degree. Then we extract the crude oil out of them, which we are presently doing. And we pass on in the drum there, the crude oil. Then after that process, then we put it back and have the actual product, which is the finished product, which is the feed and the gas.
All right, so this is how do you call it, Reactor?
The Reactor.
So Reactor, is it something like you put like tank something on there?
Yes, tank.
And then
oven we set up.
So oven, okay. So
oven we set up. We build this oven specifically for the Reactor. And we have the processes through which we go. These are the condensing columns. These are the condensing columns. So 1, 2. The first one is for the heavy gas.
What is heavy gas?
The heavy gas is a fuel oil. Then we refer to as a diesel fuel. Then we have the lead gas, which is a gasoline. Here you have 6 carbon gas.
So I want you to take your time because I also want you to speak louder for our viewers to get you clear.
Okay.
So I want us to take it one at a time because a lot of people are interested in this. So here you have something like an oven. You said you call it in your scientific word. You call it?
This is a Reactor.
Reactor.
This oven was built specifically for this Reactor.
So what do you put in the Reactor? Because that's what people want to know.
We put the cut plastic into this particular Reactor. The cut rubber, like the rubber chair,
So the 00 gallon behind there.
The 00 gallons, the 00 tubs, you see, these are the things that we use. After we cut them into pieces like this, and then we place them in here and heat it to a certain degree, and then we extract the crude oil first. That is the process. We extract the crude oil first, and then come back to do the refining, which we get the final product, which is the diesel fuel and the gasoline.
Wow.
At times we also do kerosene. We can also get cooking gas.
All right, so like we were saying, from this side, those of you watching, this is the Reactor. It's more like an oven, and they cut out of the plastic. Talking about those old chairs that you have in your home, the old gallons. And then after that, so tell me the process of moving from this before coming to this particular thing here. How does it work?
Yeah, when you heat it to some degree, what will happen is it will evaporate water. The crude oil extract itself from in the tank and come up through this point to here. Then we collect it from the faucet. After collecting it, then we place it in the drum. From that process, then we put it back into this particular reactor again and have the crude oil refined into diesel fuel and gasoline, which can be used for any machine.
All right, so I want to show to you guys. So he says, those of you, I'm just coming back to him. So this is the reactor like we showed you before. Yeah. It's more like an oven. So they cut out of the plastic and put it in here, and it's heated. Then it evaporates. It goes through this. How do you call this one? What? So this pipe, it comes through this pipe, and then there is
condensing column.
So this is condensing column.
Yes.
And then
condensing column number 1.
Okay. So what do you receive here? Is it
the heavy gas? We use a diesel fuel. Yes.
All right, so the heavy gas, the diesel fuel comes in here, yes. And then the second one
is a gasoline.
So this one is
second condenser.
So the second condenser. So I want to know, come this way. Let's just because why are you talking about it? Because people say they want to hear you clearly. They're not hearing you too clear. Okay. So why? So just go closer and tell me this is.
This is the first condensing column. Here we receive the heavy gases, which are the diesel fuel. And there is a second condensing column. Here we receive the light gas, which is the gasoline, the 4 carbon gas, and the 6 carbon gas. Here, which is the final stage, the lighter gas is the 4K, which is the 4 carbon gas. This is the one you use in the car, but for this you use it in the Tiger generator.
So you use this one in the Tiger generator. But I want to know, because if those of you watching, you can see somewhere like how it is done like this. You have a different tube going all the way up. Yeah. Tell me about it, because how does it get to? How do you know that this is heavy gas and this one is
light gas? Okay, what happens here is that the heavy gas will always drop before the lighter one. The lighter one will always have an escape to go through, because it's almost like evaporating. So when it is going, when it comes through here, you hear it bounce, and then you hear it go up. But we did it in this shape so that before it can come here to come down, then it is already prepared for use. All the oil that's supposed to pass here, you can already get trapped and remove it. So only the gas will come. So every heavy oil will come right back here and go into the condensing column and come as diesel fuel.
All right, so let's see some of the things that are coming from the tube there. I want to see something in the bucket. So let's see. Let me just get the camera up there. So that open it, let's see it. So it's coming from the tube. It's dropping that, so you can see it. So this one is, what is this?
The crude oil.
So the crude oil.
We start the crude oil from the plastic. You see the cut plastic over there? We take it first and put it in the reactor. Put it in the reactor here, and then close it up so that no air go in, no air come out.
So that's the only way you get the crude oil.
Yeah. So meaning when we close it, we are going to heat it up to 400 to 300 degree level.
400 to
300 to 400 degree.
Very high. Okay. Then there's the vapor part. This part we call it the vapor part here. Okay. So meaning after that 3 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, it will vaporize through the vapor part here. There's the first condensing column. This one is there to receive the heavy gas. The first heavy gas will come and come here. This one is the twist. This one there is there to be able to not let the heavy gas to go here. The lighter gas travel through here. So you see here, this one, when it come here first, it breaks down here, and then the lighter gas travel through here and go here. This is the second condensing column here. Here's the receiver here. Here, we get the 6 carbon from here. That one we use it in the Tiger generator. And from here, you see the tank over there? That tank, that's where we get the 4 carbon gasoline from.
And what is the 4 carbon gasoline used for?
It's used for the car, the electric car. That's one we use it in the electric car so that it can be able to move. That one over there. But for this one, we don't use it in the car. This one we use it also in the power saw. What the people use to saw the big trees. We use this one there. The gasoline from there, the 6 carbon.
Power saw, the generator.
The generator, we use that one there. But that one there, we use it in the vehicle because we have our vehicle too. That's the gas we use in our vehicle. We don't no longer buy vehicle. I mean gasoline. We use that one in our vehicle.
Oh, so you got a small thing and you put on?
Yes. And our administrator who have a motorbike over there, we use it in his motorbike too over there. So for this one here, every 5 kilogram of plastic, because we can weigh the plastic before putting it in the reactor.
Okay.
So meaning every 200 kilogram of plastic we give us 40 gallons of diesel fuel.
Every 200 what?
200 kilogram of plastic of that cut rubber. When we put it in here, it gives us 40 gallons of diesel fuel. Because every 5 kilogram of plastic is equivalent to 1 gallon of diesel fuel.
So now, yeah, I'm getting it, but you're the engineer, right?
Yeah, I'm the production.
Oh, production manager. That's good. So, at this point, I want to really know, because it's surprising to me. Like, I just came here and I saw you guys doing this thing.
Yeah.
What is the cost of production here for this thing that you're doing here?
The cost of production?
Yeah.
The cost of production here at our site here, ready, we are doing this for low income earners, because for us here, UNDP sometimes help us, what do you mean? EPA help us. Sometimes some partners come in and help us, so that you can see this is the local lay and private system who was designed by our CEO, who is not here right now. So for us right now, we are labor catching a lot of hard time and struggle, but need time to come, we decided that because we just got a place, because as you can see, the place is very small for us here. So as you can see, we are trying to have a place at rock culture where the Chinese people, they are washing the rock. We just got a place there so that we can be able to relocate there, because the place is getting smaller for us here. And then our CEO decided, because you see the crusher over there, we bought a crusher, because you see the labor intensive. Every time somebody come and sit here to cut, we pay them $5 US to cut 125 kg of that. So also we are trying to be able to help other people who is looking for a job to do. That plastic over there, every 125 kg is $5 US. We pay them. We just bought a crusher, but now because of the machine we needed to buy is around $9,000 to $10,000 US. And right now we don't have that capital to be able to buy the generator to be able to help us to at least lessen the work on us. So right now we are trying to ask LEC to come and help us with electricity.
Yeah, because that was going to be my next question. You use this one without electricity. What you use? Is it wood? Or?
Yeah, there's wood. Can you see the energy out there? We pay for that energy. That energy you see over there is about $8,000 energy down there.
$8,000 Liberian dollars.
$8,000 Liberian dollars that we just bought 2 days ago. And every time you see like this one here, the last time we paid.
So I want you to just come this way so that we can show our viewers exactly. This is a local setup, and everything is manufactured right here in Liberia, and is built by their CEO, as you can see here. Sorry that because of the light you can't see so properly, but it's good. But we just
this thing that you see here, so this thing here, they are the compressor, the air compressor on the big truck. These are the ones we are using here, so.
So you took this one from the truck,
from the
old truck.
Bought them. Each of these ones were buying it $20.
$20 what? US?
$20 USD. We bought these ones $20 USD to be able to do this setup here. And all of these pipes that you see here, we bought it from the store. I think every 25 feet or 20 feet is about like around $35 US to do this setup here. To do this setup is not a small thing. We just do a mini setup so that we can be able to work with.
All right, so again, this is like, I don't know, it's kind of just surprising to me, because sometimes we go around, we say Liberian, we cannot do anything, but you see, from is it how you call it, condenser?
No,
the oven from the reactor.
But this one, so that it can store the heat. First of all, we used to do it in the open over there. We were in the open over there. We were doing it in the open. But we noticed that we were losing a lot. So when a partner helped us, we decided to build this oven to be able to store the heat. So you see the reactor in here, we put the reactor in here. That one will be able to help us to get the cooler off fast. Because all the heat is in there. You see the mouth of the oven.
Okay.
You see the wood here. You put the wood there. And then put the fire there. And then it starts to cut. When it starts to cut, after it cuts, then we start the production.
All right. So
all here we are not doing right now. We are just the production we are doing. We are just trying to get the crew off first.
okay.
That's the first stage.
So the first stage. So let's see some of the crude oil. So the crude oil from the plastic.
Plastic, yeah.
So I mean, like, let me see it. So the plastic that you see, the old rotting chair in your house,
In your house.
like it transforms to what crude oil.
And we are going to do the final product in diesel fuel and gasoline.
So you do, where do you do that one as well?
We will do it right in same here. We will put it in here.
So you will empty this one into the same thing again.
Yeah, we will put it into this one.
And one information is that I know people want to know, but how did these guys, did they just place this rubber into the reactor and get the crude oil? The simple information is that all of these plastics were made from crude oil. All of these plastics, based on our research, we found out that all of these plastics, the water plastic, that is why we always advise people that don't cook at their home and put plastic over the rest for the rest to get dry, because these plastics carry chemicals. And also, you go to Jalo shop, so put my tea, put my hot water inside the plastic. You'll notice that when they put the hot water in the plastic gets soft because it carry chemical, it carry crude oil. So, in order to get the gas and fuel, we try to get the crude oil from these plastics first of all. Since we have realized that these plastics were made from crude oil, so we extract the crude oil component from these plastics. And after extracting this crude oil component from these plastics, then we go ahead now to do the cracking method, which is also extracting the gasoline and the kerosene from the crude oil now. So after we have extracted the crude oil first of all, then we place it back in the same reactor and heat it again for the second time and extract the crude oil, the gasoline and the fuel oil from the crude oil. So that's the entire process of production. Yeah. And
then so far, have you taken your product to maybe, like, for example, the LPRC for them to test as to, let me go, okay, so I should go to the guys, right, from the India. Have you taken your product to the LPRC? Because most of the time, any crude oil that come, they have to test it. And what have they been telling you?
Yeah, first time I did a testing in Sigi, assistant production manager. All products from here were tested by EPA and LPRC. Now, as for the diesel, the GHG level of the diesel, which is the greenhouse gas emission, is 11 ppm per radian. And the number fossil fuel is 17 per radian. Now, so you can understand that.
Somebody say that pepper radian is confusing. Oh, what do you mean?
I mean the burning level, the smoking level, made that the normal fossil fuel from total something, it burns than this, faster than this. Mean that if we place our product and normal fossil fuel in a vehicle in draft, the normal fossil fuel have to finish before our product because the retail gets simple. The emission level of this is 11. The emission level of the total gas station is about 17. So mean that it cut down the burning level of the diesel.
So that means when you pour this thing, you burn less gas. I burn simple English.
Yeah,
so if I pour 5 gallons in my car, diesel car, it will take longer time before the car finish burning. Okay. All right. So let's come down. I want us to move from this way because this is not the only thing that you guys are doing. I see something different here. That so those who are watching us as Spawn TV Live, my name is Emmanuel Kotu and I'm here. You can see these are the plastic products that have been collected from our communities. The gallons, the old chairs, the plastic bottle, everything come here. So let me see. I see another thing that you are doing here.
Again, you want me to say?
Come, just hold him. Let's see.
Plastics, there are 7 kind of plastics that are dealing with here. And the 7 kind of plastics are the PET, which is a mineral bottle. They call it the polyethylene terephthalate.
The mineral bottle. Okay, so just go ahead.
The polyethylene terephthalate. Then you have the HDPE. The HDPE, which is a high density polyethylene terephthalate. Then we have a PP.
Okay, so just show the one you're talking about.
Okay. Here's a PET, the polyethylene terephthalate.
You know what? I think the light behind you is not too. I mean, light this way. Yeah, so this way so that we can see probably what you're talking about. Okay, just right here. No, you can just do it from right down there. Yeah, come closer. Okay, so.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
This bottle comprises of about 2 plastics.
Which of the plastic is that?
Yes.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
The top of this bottle is what the HDPE. The top of this is HDPE, which is high density polyethylene. Then the bottle itself is PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Now, in the production of this, we use the HDPE, which is this, the middle water plastic, and the PET. We blend it.
So someone could just help me with this one, why? Because he's demonstrating, so we can. Okay.
We blend this. We blend the 2 plastics to get this. We blend this and pour and place, let's say, 4.5 kilograms of sand, river sand. You blend it. Here, this one, they gave the density, the HDPE. This one, they gave the density. This one gave the strength.
All right. So which one the producer? Because I say what? So how do you call this?
The pavement in the
Yeah. To get this, you got to use this and the river sand.
Wow.
Yes. And each of this to produce that, you have a ratio that we can use to get this. If you make the ratio, you may not have the exact the exact something that it will last longer. Let's see.
So
I want to see something.
yeah. So let the production. 1 minute. Yeah. Well, come here. Let me see. I want to get. Let me get back. So follow it. Let me see. Let me trap it. Let me see. So it doesn't break.
No.
Wow. So they say truck can move on this one. Yeah, Liberian way. Truck can move on it. And then, so have you been able to supply some of these things to some Liberians?
Yes. Yeah, we did some for.
We did a contract for Habitat
We did a contract for Habitat for Humanity. When if we go to the town hall,
Yeah, town hall there.
on the
Peace
Peace Island,
in the yard.
around the house, the yard there, is we the one that did the contract. It's the same town that we face to the place there.
All right. So
And we did 5,000 pieces for a guy called what's his name? Hugh. He carried to his farm in Bon County because he opened a farm there, so he put it there in Bon County.
So this is your yard tire, and this one is coming from just the plastic water, the water plastic that we can drink in our Liberian English. You see?
So let me just show you the pot that we can make it in. This is the pot.
Okay.
This is where we put the plastic. You see the opening here, you see the opening here. This is where we put the fire. We put the wood here and put fire there. This is where we heat it up. We heat it up in here. We first put the plastic in here. It melt down. When it melt down, then we first put the HDPE here. When we put it in there, it melt down. Then before we put the PET bottle, we melt down. This is the PET bottle. We put it down and it melt. When it melt to liquid, before we put it, the sand, the river sand, and mix it up. You have to blend it well, mix well. Before we have the mold is in there. I'm just sorry that we didn't bring the mold outside because we're not.
All right. So I want us to come quickly to now try to wrap it up. And I want us to talk about some of the challenges that you talk about here.
You see the late demo out there? That one too is made from the same plastic.
So this thing here is made from the plastic.
Yeah.
That one that look like a small house.
That's the late demo that we built out there. Yeah. We made from the plastic too.
All right. So one of the things that the people I already mentioned about here is that the issue of safety. The community in which you find yourself, because you're not playing with chemicals. These plastic, they have their own chemicals. So what is the safety measure you put in place?
Well, one safety measure that you see that the reactor is closed, and all of these systems has the potential of keeping the chemicals just within our vicinity. Yes, but in so doing, also we also know as an institution, there is a need to move out, because remaining in the heart of the city, to have place that you use for refinery, you have that you use to produce these type of things that we produce, is also not too safe for the community. Yes, so we have been really thinking as an institution how we can move out. So we've been applying writing to some places to see how best we could be helped to be taken from here to another community further from the city, in order to go about this process. But if you also look at this system, we found out that we have this little web that is going up.
Oh, okay, so it goes up in this.
Yes.
Okay.
So this won't affect the community, because for every little chemical that comes from this system, it goes here, it passes, and go through the airway. So it have no much effect on the community. But in as much, in terms of our growth, in terms of how we envision this particular process, we have really been thinking on how we can scale up in order to move from this community. Because even if you look at this community, you'll find out that this place is a swampy area. So when rainfall during rainy season, you will notice that the water, this entire place can be flooded. So we have been thinking ready, and by the grace of God, we're able to get acres of land. But again, the development of this acre of land is another problem of ours.
So where you got the acre of land?
It's on the Kakata Highway around the Chinese, where they have the Chinese agricultural area. It's just few minutes from where we bought the land to their place on the Kakata Highway, just before reaching Fender.
All right, so those of you watching us, you said, how do you call your company? Because
Evergreen Recycling Institute.
Evergreen Recycling Institute. So there are some people who are passing around that don't have job. Just before we come to you, because there are people who are asking for your number. They want you to. We'll come to that where you give your number and how they can locate your email, whatever it may be. But there are people who are passing around that you are also contributing to making our city clean by collecting these plastic. So people are passing around, they want to get involved into this because they have seen somebody that they can collect the plastic and go sell it to. So how much are you buying the plastic?
Well, we buy the plastic out there for $10 for a kilogram. Once we come into you, but if you bring it to our site, we pay for it for $15 per kilogram. So we have the scale here that we use to weigh these plastics to know exactly how many kilograms to carry, so that we can also take. So we have some of our brothers that we term as Zogos in our communities that have also been helping in the process, going in the community, bringing these plastics from around the community here and bringing it to us. So we have found out also that there have been some level of scarcity of plastic now in this community. So they have been going to work to go into other communities now to bring these plastics. So once they bring these plastics, we weigh it and we give them what due them. Yes.
All right. So somebody asking, is it not combustible? Like it can burn, like it can cause fire, right?
Well, we have something here we call the Belgian, meaning if you overheat the system, the rubber will come out outside as melt rubber. But to say it will have an impact on the community in terms of burn. No, as you can see, the community, you haven't seen anywhere that is burned in the community or homes got destroyed or damaged because of fire. No, we don't have that.
Okay, so finally,
you see the first thing you set up in a way that even smoke, you don't see smoke around the community like that. It's the children that you're looking for. Every smoke that is visible is going up there.
So it's still going up. Okay. Okay. So so somebody will want to say that they want to invest into what you are doing. Are you open up for people to come in?
Yes, that is what we want, because if you look at from the time that this vision got established up to present, we see that we have gone more than 6 years and we are still struggling with what we have with this vision, because we are really anticipating to really scale up with a rapid approach. Other people been coming and helping us in the process, but we need some level of force to be placed behind what we're doing in order to boom. The idea is there. This is a mini paralysis plant that we are using, but they have the real paralysis plant that can be bought in China, in the US, and other places that can be used for production that will scale up our level of production. Right now, our level of production is low, and the demand is very high for these products, because those who understand our product, those who know our product, know exactly the benefits that these products carry. You know, for an example, I was using my motorbike going low-fat, you know, from German City, and I burned 2.5 gallons on my motorbike.
Wait. I didn't get what you just said.
Yeah.
From here to Fonjaman,
Yeah.
on your motorbike, the fuel that you produce here,
Yes.
you put in your bike and you use 2.5.
2.5 gasoline that we produce. I burned 2.5 gallons from here from German. And when I was coming, because this gas and fuel we produce is called hydrocarbon fuel. So when I was coming back, I bought some of the fossil fuel that is sold by our brothers around. And I bought the fossil fuel. I got to notice that I burned 4 gallons from Bonjaman back to Monrovia. So the difference in terms of the burning rate was almost 1.5 gallons. Yeah, so people who been buying our products and then selling also, because most of the people that buy from us are people who come to buy, they also go and sell. So because of that, we also want to contribute to the economy of the community, of the society. What we do is that we bring our price down so that these guys too can buy and also make profit. So right now we sell 1 gallon. Once we're going to sell, we sell 1 gallon for $500 for the gasoline, for the fuel oil. Yes. For the gasoline, for now, based on our system we built, we have less amount of gas coming up. So since we have our motorbikes, 2 of our staffs got motorbike, and we have our office car, so we also use the gasoline.